So this model here is the HELIXX 11790 and has a 1700 litre capacity, and we're going to be going through some of the features and benefits of the machine throughout the video. The first thing I want to talk about is the design of the auger, but not necessarily the actual auger itself inside the hopper. I want to talk about this piece here. The machine itself has what's called a cab forward design. This machine can be bed mounted, and one thing that's key you'll see is that the auger extends out from the hopper all the way here. Now the reason for that is so that you've got the weight distribution, so you can push the machine further back onto the bed, get the weight above the axles, which is the desired place, and then it drops down into the unique baffle system for the actual spread down here at the spinner. So just going to quickly mention the spinner assembly itself. You can take this bottom pin out, and then it can swing all the way up to the top. Now you'll notice that this gets to quite a height. Now this is an advantage due to the fact that this has now got plenty of clearance for the ground. There's also a plug here that comes off so that you can take both pins out and take that whole unit off in one go, and you can store it safely. This is a very nice feature for the machine just to protect the life of the machine. Just like all the SnowEx machines, it runs off a 12-volt system, regardless of if that's mounted on a trailer or the bed of a vehicle. Now with a trailer you can actually have a battery box kit, which means you can have the battery power on the trailer, which allows you then to tow this machine behind virtually any vehicle with a 50mm tow hitch. If you don't have that battery box kit, it's not a problem. We can wire it to the battery of the vehicle. It does just mean you can only use that particular vehicle. One thing you'll get with all of the machines is the wiring looms and also the controller. The controller used on this machine is a dual variable controller that adjusts the spinner speed for the spread width and also the auger speed for the material flow. That can be done on the move inside the comfort of the cab. I've mentioned that this machine is called a HELIXX. That is down to the design of the actual auger itself. The auger goes front to back, so the hopper is like a valley, and the auger goes the full width of the machine. So the auger system on this is a unique feature to SnowEx, and it has huge benefits to you from the operator. You're not having to get out every 5 minutes to unblock the machine just because the auger design is that strong, is that good. You just don't need to worry about it. So the construction of this is a polyethylene hopper. This is a very hard wearing plastic. Now on the outside it's a bit coarse, but on the inside it's nice and smooth. This means that the material that's inside slips off the plastic and then always moves down to the auger. This machine is supported by stainless steel structure. These also double up to be quite handy for the tiebacks for the top tarp. And also you can use these to bolt down onto the trailer, and also if you have got it in the bed of a vehicle you can also use those to attach your ratchet straps to. So on top you'll see here we have a fitted tarp. This is just for weatherproofing. You put your salt in there, you maybe don't want to get it wet if it's raining or even snowing, so you'll put that over there just to protect it, and also when you're not using the machine it's just good to keep the elements out. Underneath there we also have a top screen or a mesh. Now the reason why we have that is when you're emptying a big bag of salt into the hopper you'll avoid any clumps. So one thing you have with the SnowEx range is an agitation system. In this instance it uses a vibration motor. So for some materials you just need that flow to continue to the auger. So having the hopper vibrate means that the material will move down to the auger. You don't need to have it on constantly, but it will be used and can be controlled from the cab. As I mentioned at the beginning of the video, this particular model here is the HELIXX 11790. That's 1700 litre capacity. The other PolyHopper HELIXX machine that we have in the UK is the 11780. That's 1100 litres. Now the HELIXX range doesn't stop at just that. There are much bigger sizes available. There's also smaller sizes available, more so in this stainless steel range, again for pickup trucks and even as small for vehicles like UTVs. Just to quickly mention while we're here at the back of the machine is we've got these 3 buttons, and you might be wondering what these are for. The one in the middle is a work light. Work light you can have at the back of the hopper, which will mount to the spreader. It is an optional extra. Now the other 2 buttons is for what we call our dump mode. Now what that is really helpful for you as the operator come the end of the shift and you need to clear out the hopper, because we don't like you leaving material in the hopper. So what you would do, you'd fold the spinner assembly up out the way, and you maybe put a bucket underneath the chute here, and you press and hold both these buttons. That goes into dump mode, and that will just run the auger and dump out all the remaining material that's in the hopper, so you leave the hopper nice and clean, and also that means you don't have any wastage. It is two-hand control for safety reasons, and it's a very, very simple and nice feature to have. So if you want to have a closer look at the information that's available on these, have a closer look at some of the details, get some interest on the pricing, just give us a call. More than happy to help, and thank you for watching.